I am Mark from the Endurance Store, and I'm going to talk a little bit about running packs, running vests and running belts, and hopefully just give you a few pointers of things you can look out for when you're buying. So first of all, we're just going to talk about traditional running packs. So up until a few years ago, pretty much everybody competing in mountain running events carried a traditional pack like this. So what I've got here is, this is an Innovate Elite 16 and an Innovate Race Elite 24, and the 16 and the 24 is the literage, the size of the pack. If you're competing in ultra distance events or in races where you've got to carry a full kit, waterproof, spur base layer, all that kind of stuff, you probably need about 10 or 15 litres. So a 16 would be sufficient, a 24 will give you a little bit more space, but don't get too hung up on the literage. So if a pack is a 24, all of these packs have compression straps, and you can pull the cords, so you can see the yellow cords here. You pull the cords and they pack down very, very tightly. And a 24 litre pack, it weighs next to nothing. So if you're ever unsure about how much you're going to carry, there's no problems just upsizing a little bit, because it isn't going to be large and it's not going to be cumbersome when you're running. So this is a 16 that I've got here. So it's just a traditional pack. Thin straps, it weighs really next to nothing. It's got a little strap that goes around your waist here, then it's got a strap that will go across the chest as well, just to stop it bouncing around, and that's how it goes on. Okay, so you can tighten everything, and then if you have a look at the back of the pack, the compression straps pull it really, really tight so it doesn't bounce around on your back. All these packs, they have room for a bladder in the back, and you can have the tube from your bladder coming through the rucksack, and it comes down and holds in place here on the strap. And also they've got plenty of little pockets, and you can see the side pockets here for carrying bits of food and anything else that you need. And those side pockets will also, they tend to fit right size for drinks bottles as well, so a drinks bottle will fit in there quite nicely as well, if you want to carry some bottles rather than a bladder, because maybe you find the bottles easier to refill than a bladder when you get into checkpoints or when you're out on your run. So, very traditional rucksack, so that's a 16 and the 24. We've also got some other options, so you can look at something like maybe, these are the OM packs. So that's the OM Ultra 15, and that's the last drop 10. So again, 15 and 10 litres. And again, similar to the Innovate packs, they're pretty standard straps on the front, a waist strap, they'll have a chest strap, they have a little hole where you can fit in your bladder, and they've also got options for slotting bottles in the side if you want to carry bottles. Good little thing with these packs as well, a little tip. Inside, what I've got inside here is a dry bag, and these dry bags are 100% waterproof. You roll the top down to seal them, and they're really cheap as well. They only cost around 10 or 15 pounds even for a large dry bag. If you're going to get a pack, always a good idea to get a dry bag as well and line it inside, and then if it's heaving down with rain, all your stuff stays completely dry, because none of the packs are waterproof. So that just gives you that little bit of protection. Okay, so moving on from running packs, we're going to have a look at running vests. And the vests are named because they have more of a vest fit and a vest feel. They're more of a snug fit, but the literage of these vests is lower generally than you would find in the packs. So for example, this is a Montane Jaws 10. They also have a Fang 5, which is a smaller 5 litre vest. But remember, we said that if you're doing long distance races where you have to carry full kit, that probably 10 would be your bare minimum really to squeeze things in. So this has just got a little Velcro elasticated waist belt, and then we clip in the chest belt. So it's just a more snug fit. You can see the pack on the back there, and they carry the bottles on the front. So generally with the race vests, most people wouldn't use bladders in the back. The bottles would be on the front. So that's a Montane 10 litre pack, and so they also do the Fang, which is a 5 litre pack as well. So the vests tend to be more popular now in the ultra running world, where I guess the packs have been more popular with the traditional fell runners, mountain marathon runners, those kind of people. So just have a look at a couple more of these vests. We've got here, this is an Ultimate Direction pack, so this is a PB Adventure Vest 2, and this is 11 litres. And it's very similar to the Montane one in design. So this is where you'd hold all your equipment here. It's got the waist pouches as well, and it's carrying 2 bottles on the front. So the fit is very similar. You see the wider straps here, so it has that kind of vest feel. And then the ever popular, we've got the Salomon Slab Hydro packs. You see the difference with these, it comes with a soft flask, so these are 500ml soft flasks rather than the harder bottles, which some people find easier to hold because they're not as cumbersome as a large plastic bottle, and you can squash them in and they fit and they're a little bit better. This holds 12 litres, the Slab Hydro, so again the vests around 10 to 12 litres is about the average that you would get with a running vest. Okay, so moving on from vests, we're just going to finish by looking at some belts. So maybe if you're just going out for trail runs at the weekend and you're running for an hour and a half up to a couple of hours, maybe you're training up to marathon distance, a full pack or a vest isn't something that you need. So the Ultimate Direction do an Access 20 series. So these are just belts, and they've got a bottle holder in there and a little pack, so you can put your keys and some gels and bars and stuff in there. And they do a really nice waist pack here, which has got a little gel bottle here that you can put energy gels in, and a drinks bottle, and it's got your pack there for carrying. And also these compression straps, what that means is that if you're wearing a windproof or waterproof jacket and you don't want to, it gets a little bit too warm for you, you can actually put it inside there and tighten those straps and just hold it on the back of your pack. And Salomon as well do some really nice ones, so they do the Skin Free belt and the Agile belt. So again, soft flask in here, and the same here, the Slab belt with a soft flask in the back. And they're just really soft material, really comfy, so when you're out there at weekends running, you know, you can wear those and they'll get you through a couple of hours and just give you somewhere to carry your spare keys and your spare food, and put a little bit of energy drink in there as well, just to keep you going. So in terms of looking at all three, whether you're looking at a belt, looking at a vest, or looking at a pack, really depends on what you're going to use it for, what kit you need to carry in terms of rules and regulations for events. So my best advice would be, give us a call or come in and see us. You can try them with some weight on the treadmill, so you can run on the treadmill with the packs and just to see how the fit is, whether they bounce around, because the fit between manufacturers is very different for males, females, small, medium, large. So by all means, come in and try them on the treadmill and we'll find the right pack for you.